same thing, man. Let's hear the story though. Let's hear it.
This is Asian Jeff.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's different. Maybe he fully just caps because Browners likes capping. Let's see if it's how legit it is.
Insane at Fortnite. And pretty interesting to say the least. 1 year ago, he blew up overnight and became the biggest Fortnite streamer in the entire world. But now, barely anybody remembers who he is.
Yo!
So how did he go from the next big thing to just another streamer? Asian Jeff's career began on November 6, 2018 when he started his first ever stream on Twitch. He averaged a total of 7 viewers, which honestly is not too bad considering nobody knew who he was. In the beginning, his content consisted of boring gameplay and he wasn't the energy-filled Asian Jeff that we know today. This made it extremely difficult for him to grow because while he was good, he was not the best player in the game and his streams were not very entertaining. And because of those two things, he still averaged 10 viewers after an entire year of streaming every day. Although during this time,
he did not stream every day.
Other kinds of content and uploaded his first YouTube video. It was
Stream
just a
sniping
gameplay of a 22 kill win in Fortnite with him being very monotone the entire time. The thing is, at this point in his career, he just wanted to be the best Fortnite player he could be and he didn't really care about being an entertaining streamer.
True.
But unfortunately, competitive Fortnite wasn't going too well for him either. Up until February of 2019, he was unable to play tournaments until the age requirement was lowered from 16 to 13 years old. Luckily, this change came at the perfect time for the biggest Fortnite tournament ever, the $30 million Fortnite World Cup. While he did make his first competitive earnings,
it's the same.
498th in week 2 of duos, he did not come anywhere close to.
Bro, was yappy about fall offs? Nah, you're weird.
But during the qualifiers, he did have one highlight, and that was when he killed the biggest streamer in the world at the time, Tfue.
Wait till you see the. No.
This is him stream sniping him. This is him stream sniping him and spamming everyone he knew on Discord to watch his YouTube video back in the day, by the way.
No.
Bro, what is my gun doing, dude?
Just saying.
The $175 he earned kept him motivated to keep on grinding. And next up was Season X's Trio FNCS. During this time, he was still averaging less than.
I killed Tfue in that.
But his personality
Trio
started to
FNCS.
ramp up. And during week 2 of this season's qualifiers, he met OliverOG, who is a very important person in his career later on. Up until November of 2019, nothing really changed. His competitive career was still going very poorly, and his streams were also doing pretty bad. But little did he know, his life was about to change forever. That's because the first ever Fortnite box fight map was released and every competitive player was grinding them because it was the best way to improve at fighting. This
Anvil became
people
rich.
Like Unknown, Mongrel, and of course,
Clicks.
Clicks would stream himself playing wagers, better known as tokens today, all day long. And one day, Jeff gave him $15 to have his chance in a 1v1 box fight.
Fuck, man! Oh, I can't triple him. Jeez, buddy, you're really fucking good.
Not only did he win, he absolutely destroyed him. The thing is, this is not the first time that Jeff had beat Clicks in a 1v1. He actually beat him 3 months earlier, but it was off stream and he
Jeff was so good back then.
This time was different though, and he made sure to capitalize on this opportunity.
And I started getting some recognition from there. I had like 50 viewers.
There's no way he got an interview with him, bro. Real dude. W interview. I'm just eating chicken, rice, and broccoli.
I kept on doing 1v1 tokens. I would be that kid that would have 1v1 tokens in my title.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I got from 50 viewers to 100 viewers to 300.
Now, instead of Clicks being the person to beat in 1v1s, it was Asian Jeff. This caused him to immediately start averaging hundreds of viewers, and he realized that he could make streaming and wagers a full-time career. The consistency, talent, and overall entertainment had him pulling over 1,000 viewers every time he went live. While the content
Jeff was really
side of
big
things
back then.
was going well, the competitive side was not. That was until solo FNCS in Chapter 2 Season 3. During this season, he was grinding a lot since he didn't have to rely on a teammate to be on the scrim. Jeff was playing solo scrim so often that apparently I had beef with him. I was definitely pretty cringe 4 years ago, so I'm not surprised this happened. All of this practice would lead to his first real competitive success when he qualified for the FNCS Grand Finals. Although he finished in a disappointing 86th place, it was still an accomplishment just to make it. Things were finally looking good for him, but that didn't last very long. For an entire year after this, he struggled in competitive, failing to make another Grands, and his Twitch viewership was also beginning to go down. He was constantly streaming other games like Valorant and Osu, and it seemed like he hated to play Fortnite. But this completely changed when the Solo All-Star Invitational was announced. This was an invite-only solo tournament with a $2.5 million prize pool.
Bro talked about his placement in Solo All-Stars, and it wasn't even the full finals, for years, bro. saying how he's like one of the best solo players, and that's why I should play with him in duos, bro. Back in the day.
Qualified
Not
and
real.
had to place top 15 in one of the 2 trio FNCSs at the beginning of the year. Jeff did not come close to doing that, but luckily the last 10 spots were up for grabs in an open qualifier. He absolutely loves solos, so once it was announced, the grind began. After weeks of preparation, he cruised through every round.
I sold this.
Making it to
I
the
would've
final
qualied.
round of the qualifiers. All
Okay.
he needed was a top 10 finish to earn his spot in his second FNCS final. Not only did he finish top 10, he got first place. This was the ultimate confidence boost, and he was ready to dominate the grand finals. He did not. Once again, he finished close to last, but his love for Fortnite was back, and now he had solid teammate options. For the trio FNCS later in the season, he teamed up with OliverOG and OliverOG. In the heats, they were
Yeah.
qualified for grand finals until this happened.
I'm driving in his face.
I just died. What? What? I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
To make things worse, they ended up finishing in 7th place because of this when they
All
needed a top
right.
6 to make it through.
We did
This
not
is
need to
really
throw
a
that
sign
clip in there.
Competitive might not be the right path for Jeff to take.
I just got so many
And after
flashbacks
this,
right
he had
there.
Another slump where he struggled to place well
That's
at all.
sickening.
The thing is, when one door closes, another door opens. During this time,
We
he
actually
started
would've-
to
that would've been my
realize
first
that it
grands,
was
by
a
the way.
much better thing for him to focus on rather than competing. While he did make a few more
Wow.
FNCS Grand Finals, his primary focus was on being as entertaining as possible. This was pretty evident during the beginning of 2023, where there was a drastic change in his personality on stream.
Hunter.
Whether you think it's funny or cringe, this started to bring more and more people into his streams as the clips went viral. He was finally able to grow from
I miss Elite,
500
yeah.
to almost 2,000
He's a good guy.
viewers. Not
Wait, Danielle,
only
I thought you were
was he doing
sleeping.
Well, his YouTube was too, as his videos were
Wait a
consistently
minute.
getting close to 1 million views. But the one thing that would truly change the trajectory of his career was TikTok. Clips from his stream were going completely viral, and that would keep bringing new people over to Twitch.
True.
His viewership was absolutely nuts, but this was truly just the beginning. November of 2023 came with the release of OG Fortnite. For 1 month, we were going back to the game that everybody once fell in love with. No matter what, if you enjoyed Fortnite during this time, you were going to come back to play. And more people playing Fortnite meant more people watching Fortnite.
True.
With Asian Jeff on the rise, this was the perfect formula to blow up on another level, and he did just that. By the third week of OG Fortnite, he was averaging over 5,000 viewers, and clips of him on TikTok were getting millions of views every day.
True.
One clip that went absolutely nuclear was when his mom came into his room and said he was being too loud.
Too loud. Too loud.
This is a clip that blew up.
Where's the pole? Where's the pole? I can't see. Too loud. Too loud. Chill, my mom's selling me. I can't see, bro. Chill. Let me use my ears, man.
And this actually has a pretty funny backstory.
Doesn't his mom slap him in a
I've
clip?
never been supportive. They were always sketch of Twitch, right? I remember I got affiliated on Twitch. I needed to give them my social security number, right? And they didn't trust Twitch, right? And I would be making $100 a month, and then that still wasn't enough for them. I started making more, and then that's when they started trusting me and giving me, you know, more like leisure. But I would still have to go to sleep at night for being too loud. I remember, like, I didn't quote for like a tournament because I was being loud. And that's the famous clip, you know, too loud, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That was, a lot of people think that's fake, that's actually real, right?
Every single video he uploaded to YouTube was pulling at least 1 million views. And on top of this, he was collaborating with some of the biggest content creators in the world like Jinxie and iShowSpeed. These collaborations helped him keep growing even more, and with the release of Chapter 5, Fortnite's hype continued. At this point, he was averaging 15,000 viewers and peaking at over 25,000 almost every stream. On top of this, he was pulling another 10,000 viewers on TikTok Live, and the clips he posted on there were getting millions of views each, with this one getting 15 million.
180. Full box. Full box. Full box. Full box. Full box.
This one was so drone.
He was on top of the world, but sadly, everything was about to come crashing down.
No!
In the middle of all his success, he had to go on vacation with his family. The worst thing about it is that he already knew he fell off before he even left. With
Whoa!
content creation, especially streaming, as
What the
soon as you
weird?
take a break, the viewers will find a different person to watch pretty quickly. Although he went live a couple times during this trip, it was pretty inconsistent, which caused his numbers to be pretty bad. But when he finally got back home, his numbers were pretty solid for the first couple streams. Unfortunately, this did not last very long. He went from 12,000 to 5,000 to 2,000 viewers, and nowadays this number sits around 500. By no means is this bad, but compared to where he was less than 9 months ago, it's not the best. And as sad as it is to say, this vacation ruined his career.
Number one, the reason why I had to go back on vacation, right? My parents, right? Their parents are immigrants, right? You know, a lot of immigrant parents, they don't really get to see their parents or their grandparents. And my mom, right? My mom and my dad, you know, they're immigrants. They recently just got their green card, if you know what that is. My mom wanted to go see her parents, and
That's
she
smart.
hasn't seen them for 20 years, you know? So
That's insane.
Me being, it's just honestly bad timing because I blew up at that time, but also, you know, me being the son of that mother, why would I not go? It's just disrespectful, and it's also good vibes, you know, good times. At
That's
that
fair.
time, looking back at it now, probably should have maybe went for a little bit. You know, I wasn't really an adult during that time. Like,
Yeah,
I
he
would
was still 17,
listen
yeah.
to my parents, you know, I wouldn't be able to make choices for myself, but looking back at it, I could have definitely like went there for like maybe like a week and then came back, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, right?
It's great to see that Jeff prioritizes his family over everything because that's what truly matters in the end.
True.
Nowadays, he is still grinding just as hard as he was when he blew up. I think a big part of the reason he struggled to get his numbers up is because Fortnite has been very stale and this causes viewership to be lower overall. He has everything he needs to blow up, so I asked him if he thinks he'll ever be able to make it back to where he was at his peak.
I think if I put in the work and shit, right, I stopped listening to what other people have to say about me, because, bro, I'm a teacher doing, like, this is very hard. Even I still don't, like, kind of follow this. Like, if you listen to other people's opinions, like, you give them power, and you just gotta, you can't listen to other people's opinions, you know what I'm saying? And I think, like, during these past few months, you know, I really got a little bit sad, a little bit down, because everyone would always come my chat, talk shit, saying you fell off, but then I just gotta keep in my mind, you know, like, I'm gonna get back to where I was, and those people that are shit talking me are the same people that are gonna be sucking me.
But low-key though, he asks literally everybody like their opinion on stuff and listens to anyone and everyone. He doesn't really like, I feel like he does the opposite of that sometimes. Maybe what he means by opinions is being like, someone from the back of the crowd is like, yo, do this sucks. And then like maybe he's saying don't listen to those people, but he definitely like gets opinions on other people a lot and listens to them fully. But yeah, it's fair. Why do you hold your fork like that? I don't know, CJ, was I holding it like a barbarian?
On later, you know what I'm saying?
With another OG season coming up soon, I'm curious to see where he ends up a few months or even a year from now. At just 18 years old, he has already accomplished so much, including buying a house for his entire family.
That's insane.
We made the right person famous. Hopefully he's able to blow up and reach new heights because he definitely deserves it. If you enjoyed this video, drop a sub so I can reach 100,000 subscribers, and check out the other video on your screen right now.
That was a good video. I like that, Bronos. And subscribe, almost 100,000. I never watched any of Brono's YouTube videos before. That was actually good.